We got all the fighters here? No one hiding? This is a pretty impressive starting number. This is pretty impressive starting number. 25. 25? You counted? Excellent. All right. So welcome to this throwdown. I was going to say something a little bit more like marking the date. What date is it? 22nd. Yeah? Okay. So Throwdown, first and foremost, is a learning opportunity. We come here to challenge one another so that we can grow, so that we can find holes in our game, so that we can put our egos aside, because I find getting punched in the face really helps you, put your ego aside and realize, like, yeah, you know what, I need to keep my gait up, or, whatever change needs to be made. I think the most important part about this whole thing is to take a look around this room and realize that these are the people that are going to be taking the risk with you, that they are not necessarily your opponents, but they're really the people that you compete with. And the original meaning of the word compete means to struggle together, to grow. So, and that's what we do. We struggle together so that we can build ourselves up. We should talk about this, okay? This is the fighter's contract. Please write neatly. Write your full actual name, not your alias. If you've registered with an alias, it'll get transferred to the alias when it goes to posting your stats and whatnot. As you've noticed, we don't post your name on the videos, so people are not going to be looking at the stats in the videos and identifying you anyway. So. But write your full name clearly, because we probably have more than one John, or something to that effect, or Dave. So as the night goes on, you probably won't write so clearly, but do your best. Print or something. The next part, the fight style. We have MMA, kickboxing, boxing, grappling, and weapons in here. So you can do any of those, and then you can also make comments in here if you want to make extra rules. Like, say you've got kickboxing in there, but what you really want to do is kickboxing with takedowns. You want to do sanda, right? So you just write sanda down here, and so long as both people know what sanda rules are, and you inform the ref what the rules are that you've agreed to are, then you're good. Okay. Also, if you want to put any restrictions in here, like maybe later in the night I'll be saying, don't hit me in the left leg. Not right now, but I might say that later. You never know. So, that's where you would put it in. It's like, well, we're going to get up once we hit the ground. That would be the example of a restriction. So I will assume that if a person is doing weapons, that striking with all limbs are in. Okay? So if what you want to do is just fence, then you say, just fencing, we're going to go for point. But, if you just go like, hey, let's stick fight, lots of people I know are going to punch, kick you, and grapple you as well. So just be clear about whether or not those things are in the game for you, because our assumption is that it's an open fight, okay? So add your restrictions. The weapon types over here, sticks, swords, training knives, other. We did one time have an umbrella and briefcase fight. That was cool. I actually wasn't here for it, but I heard about it. It sounded super cool. I understand both umbrellas died. So, fight duration, 2 minutes, 3 minute max, okay, just so that we keep things moving, and there's no rounds. So you get one round. If you want to do another round with that person, get back in line with a new form, okay? The most important aspect of, where's the intensity line? There it is. These 3 boxes, that's probably the most important thing that we're going to talk about. Light intensity means it's touch sparring, okay? Which means if you're going to hit them, you should hit them with the leather of your glove, not with the fist behind the leather in the padding, okay? You should be trying to tag them. And we know full well sometimes people will move together, but if you're trying to tag them with the leather, you probably won't break their jaw if you guys come together like that. A light contact fight, there really shouldn't be any injuries. There shouldn't be any injuries, okay? So, medium contact fight, a lot of people are going to say, like, you know, that they have a medium level of striking. I know that once people start hitting each other, it escalates, right? So generally speaking, I look at a medium contact fight, I'm assuming that people are going to end up hitting each other pretty damn hard. The thing about a medium level fight is quarter, right? Is giving the other person the opportunity to recover from a shot. So if I've hit somebody and they're staggered, I'm going to stop and I'm going to stay defended, but I'm going to watch to see if they're okay. And once they're okay, I will continue, right? And it's just a simple thing of giving them the time to recover. Really, anybody have any questions about that? Because that's the difference. In a full contact fight, which right now we can't do, our medic is...
We can. Charlene is here. She's our medic.
You're our medic?
Yes.
Awesome. We can have full contact fights. The difference between full contact and medium contact is in the full contact fight, you don't have to give quarter. You're gonna go for a submission, a TKO. Could happen that it's a knockout, right? So realize though, if you're going to that level, you could really, really easily end your night or your partner's night on that fight alone. Anybody gets knocked out, you're done. Okay? If even if you get like TKO from a headshot and you're stumbling, you're done, right? Because I'm not going to risk any double concussions. Yeah? It's just really simple. We're not going to risk double concussions here. We don't do that. Okay? So that is your basic. Okay? We have 2 refs here tonight. Jeff is going to be reffing, and Ryan is going to be reffing, which is going to allow me to play with you guys. Their job is essentially to call the fight if they think that it's gone outside the agreement, or to call the fight if they think it's not going to be safe, right? So, you know, if I see 2 people like falling out of the ring onto the hardwood and someone's going to land on top, I'll probably call the fight so they start sprawling and saving each other, right? Just remember that our goal here is to learn, not to wipe each other out. So, you know, if I feel like anybody's not really down with those rules, I'll ask you to leave, and, you know, I'll just do that. So, let's see if I've left anything out. Yeah, Elias. Okay. So, this thing started a long time ago when Simon suggested to me that we do this as an opportunity to meet the other martial artists in the city and to really gauge where we're at martial arts wise, to see what our own skill level was at. And I've since worked with the Dog Brothers. At the time, I kind of modeled it off of what I thought the Dog Brothers were doing. And one of the things that I really like about Dog Brothers is this concept of friends at the end of the day. That's your first rule, friends at the end of the day, right? So what I've noticed here, what happens naturally, is when a fight's over, the 2 people will get up and respectfully hug one another, because when a person takes that level of risk with you and you've pushed hard, that's what you feel, right? Is that you feel like, yeah, man, that was awesome, and you move on. So I'll be looking for that. I don't want to see anything other than that. I want to see good attitudes, respect one another, and this is going to be an awesome night. Okay? Any questions? So what we're going to do, oh yeah, one other thing. I keep all the video. Anybody that's taking video, I'd want a copy of it. It will be posted if it makes it to through the process. Because sometimes videos get lost. Last time one of the cameras died, so there was videos that never made it to the site. But the Throwdown will own the videos. The other thing is this time we have some camera people, and they have flashes on their cameras, so ignore it, right? And on the plus side of that is, if you ignore it well, then we'll probably have some really heroic shots of you on the Facebook site and on the website in the near future. And of course, on the flip side of that, there will also probably be some shots of you doing one of these, right? So You know, that's just a possibility. What we do not do after throwdown is talk badly about other participants. We don't talk badly about their schools. We don't talk badly about their fights. We don't talk about win or lose. It's not what we're here for. What are we here for? To learn, right? And that's it. So let's, we're gonna have the camera go around. I want you to say your name and your age. And this is going to be another level of waiver that says, yeah, I understand you guys have the video. Yes, I agree to the rules, but you just have to say your name and your age. I'm Sean Zerger, I'm 45.
My name is Angus Spin, and I'm 16.
I'm Aurora Simmons, and I'm 27.
Chris Duffy, 28.
Giorgio, 30.
Alex Chung, 27. Dexter Chu, 28. Andrew Siri, 23.
Stefan, 51.
Steve Leeds, 51.
John Chow, 38.
Aaron Richards, 37.
Cal Erickson, 35.
David Nardi, 50.
Laura Garcia, 28.
Jonathan Pang, 26.
John Pernodella, 25.
Andre Yu, 36.
Farah Friesen, 30. Heidi Hashimoto, 37.
Simon Walder, 26. Shabir Sukumaran, 31.
John Dempsey, 44.
Kavu Body, 23.
Roman Minas, 23.
Jeff Warren, 35. Ryan Kennedy, 40.
How old I am, but I don't know who I am.
Okay, so I think we've covered all of the necessary bits. Did I leave anything out? Oh yeah, thank you. If it's your first time fighting at the Throwdown, who's been here to more than 5 throwdowns? Yeah? Okay. 4 throwdowns. Yeah? So, anybody that's done more than 4 throwdowns, we'll consider them like a veteran of the Throwdown. If it's your first night, you've got to fight a veteran. Okay? And here's the reason. Here's the reason. It's not because we want you to get beat up. It's actually because we want you to fight someone that has a little bit more experience, just in case you do something suicidal, and you know that, so they can like kind of protect you from that mistake. Because if it's your first time sparring, and I don't know, it might be. We've had people with no training come to this. So if it's your first time sparring, it's really good to spar with someone who's got the skills to back up instead of like crash with you in that circumstance. So you fight one fight, light contact with a veteran throwdown participant, and then you're open, free to play with everybody. Okay? Anything else? Have a good time, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you on the mat. Oh, I left something out. With your partner, fill out the card, grab your gear, get in line. The line is going to curve around from the front to that chair right there, the stool. So when you're standing at the stool, one of the refs will call you to the mat. You hand them the card, okay? And then you go on the mat. All right? They'll introduce the fight, they'll start the timer, and you'll have your fight as you agreed to. Okay? Do not try to hand the ref cards. We used to do that. It doesn't work well. Just keep the card, stand in line. That works well. Okay? All right. Have fun. Get geared up. Let's go. Who's my first?